Okay, let's get some traceage going on.
No, Chicky.
I think this is going to look cool for the back. Just got to make sure these are planed level. Storm's coming, so I got to hurry up. This is the technique that I used on the last guitar. It worked really good. Same thing. I think it's important to get like around to the other side. Make sure it's really grabbing at its maximum tautness. Split the board in half kind of like this. And then give her some glue. I got some wet rags next to me. And then I tape some on the bottom of a weight. And then there we go. We have pretty even pressure. Looking like a good clean joint there. No big old gaps or anything. Cracks and habits as soon as These pieces of wood are free. I got these. There was like a fence project kind of up the street here, and there's big piles of wood just sitting there for weeks now. I don't know why they haven't cleaned it up yet, but I'll clean it up for them. Nice. We had a little bit of a tear out right there. Not from the weights being on there, I don't think, but I don't remember those being there. Maybe the wood shrunk? Anyway, let's peel the tape off and see what we got. I mean, honestly, like this still needs to be planed down to about 2 millimeters. It's not breaking when I bend it, so that's good. Yeah. Sounds like a solid piece of wood to me. We got our back. A little bit of a non-ideal situation here, but it's a little bit undersized. So that means I'm gonna have to add some wood on the sides. So we're off by quite a bit, by about maybe a ½ inch or maybe a little bit less on each side. But this piece of wood is too good not to use. I mean, it's almost book matched. So we're gonna use it. And I don't want to use my other piece of good wood that I'm intending for another soundboard for the back. So we're going to use this wood and we're just going to fill it in with something. Okay. Got most of it roughed out. Okay, this board's going to be the bracing. I'm going to cut it in half. Oh. Okay, we got ourselves a brace. These are our raw ones. Now we got to get them slimmer because some of these are big boys. They're all pretty uniform thickness. I did it all by eyeball. but I got a pretty good eyeball. Got to do some cleanup work, of course. So it's bigger on the back than it is on the top this time. So I figure the soundboard will have more room to vibrate, but the back will be stiffer and steal less vibration from the top, is my thought. I don't know if it's going to work. We'll see. Okay, this is what I'm going to do for the back. I'm obviously going to chop those off right there because those can't go past that line. But that's going to be the arrangement. Okay. New technique I'm doing. Hope that's going to work good. Oh, that's a good sign. Seems to be on there. I wonder if this would be foolish. I kind of want to just... Let's see if I can split it at roughly half here. This might be a horrible, horrible mistake. Okay. It seemed to do... Oh, man. Just dropped my fucking chisel. Okay. Well, I didn't get the whole thing out of that, but... Well, that went way too deep. So let's not do that again. That sucked. But we do got an extra brace we can use. You know what? Let's actually do it again. Okay, that one did about the same. Okay, that one kind of went horribly, but... Okay, well that was a gigantic mistake, and I'm never going to do that again like that. Okay, these don't seem that much easier to carve than the that Home Depot wood I was using before. So I'm not going to buy these again after they run out. Oh, went a little bit far on that one. So this is the more delicate portion. I'm going to try to scallop these just a little bit. So last time I did a lot of scalloping. This time I'm going to go for minimal scalping. So I'm finding my start and end points here just so I have a little bit of a reference. They're not exact because, you know, it's wood. You can't really be exact with wood and hand tools. At least I can't. I'm sure a CNC machine would disagree with that, but okay. So I'm going to try to dig less deep. Okay, this is not going well. This was a bad idea, but I'm going to keep on going because I already started. What I'm going to do to kind of counteract the fact that I pretty much shaved too much of the braces off, because I wanted to keep these tall. I don't know why I made them so short. I'm going to leave the back a bit thicker than I would have otherwise. I meant to have another peak here. I don't know why I didn't do it. I don't know. This is how it turned out. I'm pretty much only interested in making these thin body, sort of electric looking guitars anyway. So I'm not going to be doing anything like full size, at least not for the foreseeable future. Because I love acoustic guitars, but I hate how big they are and just clunky, and not too many people are making thin, decent sounding acoustic guitars. You know, electric guitar sized acoustic guitars, if that makes sense. You know, thickness wise. I'm just trying to build the guitars that I have been wanting for all these years. Okay, there's after the sanding. And still not too happy with it, but tis what it is. I'm going to try to use less glue this time. Oh, there goes that. Feels like I'm using more glue than last time. You know, I just realized I didn't prepare any of my damn clamps. I'm going to use some of this Russian olive from my front yard, and this is going to be the main part of the headstock. I've decided I'm going to put a strip of this sort of oak, I think it's oak, in the middle. Ha! This, by the way, was my best hand cut ever. Look at that. I mean, I messed up a little bit right here, but that's pretty damn good for a hand cut. Yes, I have enough clamps on this. We got Russian olive, mahogany, and then oak in the middle. So I'm only going to use maybe like this much of the oak. And we're switching over to fumed eucalyptus. So this is a much lighter wood. I got it planed out to about 6 millimeters. And it's going to be different, but it'll make the neck feel less heavy and have less neck dive. Okay, here's how the new headstock turned out. I did have to put some cedar on the back. I know cedar is too soft of wood to use, but it's going to be a thick enough piece of wood to where it'll still have plenty of reinforcement, and the vertical bars will, you know, add some strength to it. I made this one a little bit too thick, so let's go ahead and cut the 15-degree angle and get this glued up. turned out well. Okay, here's what I decided on. E is for end, P is for peak, and S is for scallop. So this is the design I'm going to go with. It's going to be more beefy and reinforced, shorter scallops towards the bridge and longer ones towards the ends. Here's the final result. You can see I have more aggressive scalloping towards where the bridge is going to be, and then a little bit more lax down here. Looking pretty decent. Seems to be going well. Whew, that was right on the line. That was risky. There's the joint. It's pretty all right. I messed up right there when I split the wood, but that's okay. There's the raw shape. Ready to glue. Looks like we got good adhesion. There's a little bit of a gap right there, but I think I can work with that. This is probably the worst offender right here. I'm not sure how this happened, but we got a big old gap right there. I accidentally started planing this before we got the before and after, but I realized pretty shortly after I glued the neck in that I made some mistakes. I should have fretted it first, I should have shaped it first. And also, I made it too narrow because I measured it when it was this much longer. So I measured out to here correctly, but then realized when I cut it to here, made this part too small. So I had to add a little section. If you can see it, it's a little mahogany strip. And I need to shave it down in a couple areas, but that's going to give us enough real estate to be able to play the high E string without it sliding off the fretboard. It is going to look a little bit weird though, because one side is going to be thicker than the other, but who knows? This might be a new trend. I originally didn't have this cut here, but I made a mistake. It's fine. I'm going to shave this down, and everything should be golden. Okie dokie, folkies. Got the frets done. Now, we gotta channel out the headstock, glue on the bridge, cut the hole in the side here, and we've got ourselves a guitar. Things can go pretty wrong here, so gotta really take this slow. Oh no! Core fell into the guitar. That's not good. Now it's annoying when a pick gets stuck in a guitar. This is a giant piece of wood. Hopefully this comes out. Oh, okay. That looks wrong, doesn't it? Oh, there we go. This was a deep one. I didn't realize I made the sides so thick on this one. It's nice to be able to see the bracing again. You know, you can shine a light in there and actually see some quality work. Okay, there's the rough shape before the final sand. I need to adjust it a little bit right here. I could totally take the lazy way out and just leave it like a Martin headstock, but I do want to do my sort of crown thing here. Oh, shit. Well, it looks like it shifted a little bit, but not a ton, maybe half of a millimeter or something like that. Looks like I accidentally glued on these pencil lines, but I can sand them off if I need to, but yeah, they're underneath glue. Okay, well, there it is. Okie dokie, folks. This is the original prototype I built. The neck on this one is oak, ebony fretboard. Headstock is also oak, and the rest of the body is cedar. Actually, sorry, the core of it is pine from a bed frame, and the top and back are cedar. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think it's like around 20, 19 or 20 pieces of wood that make up the top and back for this guitar. Very, very neck heavy as well. But so here's just like picking with my fingernail. Okay. it does sound more open, but again, it could be because it's raw wood. Very interesting. Okay, so it looks like we have made a better guitar with better materials, unless I've just gotten better at making guitars. I guess that's a possibility too. But I will say this guitar feels much lighter than this one. It could be just because the neck and the fretboard are less dense, and it also feels less neck heavy. I also did make this one with 24 frets this time because I accidentally made that one with 23 frets, thinking that the last marker on the fretboard scale I was using was the end of the fretboard. So that was really annoying. These are cryogenically frozen frets from StewMac. Let's see if they're actually hard as nails. Actually, they're probably harder than nails because nails are not very hard. But you know what I'm saying. Ow. Bloop. Probably one of my better cuts. There's the raw shape before I smooth it out. And there she is all finished up. Let's go ahead and give her a little paint job. I'm not actually going to paint this. We're going to tongue it. Let's try a little bit of Formby's tongue oil. Oh my gosh. It's going to look fantastic. First coat's on. You can see a lot of mistakes from glue marks and such, but you know, this guitar is going to be beautiful and play amazing, I think. So anyway, let's let it dry. Okie dokie, here's the finished guitar. Okay, compared to the prototype, this guitar definitely sounds better, more lively, more open. Let's see if I can play a really hard part I wrote. Have a good day. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in a future video.